Okay.
Hopefully this time I'm not getting distracted with the work calls and shit.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, well, welcome to the season 6 Q&A session. So, this is for the discussion of what changes are up and coming. We want to solicit a little bit of feedback, but I think we have a good idea of how we're going to progress. So, I would say before we get started, everyone watch the season 6 trailer, or Tonic or Trash if one of you want to stream it. That would be great.
I do not have it.
All right, well, you
Send
suck.
it to me.
You suck. It's in the Wasteland Announcements channel. Trash Man. Trash is not prepared today to do this, so.
I mean, you kind of just dropped that.
He's all. Yeah, could have gave me a heads up, you know. Yeah, I could have. I
All
could
right,
have.
streaming.
Send it.
In fields like this one. And when you ask them what they died for, they didn't know. You shot at strangers, and they shot back. The map reset. The count meant nothing. Because no one was keeping score in the end. But that changes now. This season, build your crew. Kill the opposing crew members so you can feed your war chest and wage war on your enemies. Because this season, war isn't free.
Oh, thank you, sir. All right, so
Here you go.
you're amazing. So season 6 is geared towards group on group combat, right? Like, so that's the intention of this. So before it was singular scorekeeping, right? That's why we have the King of the Wasteland we've done for 5 seasons. Now we're progressing to group combat. Now how the systems are designed to work is that it will use the coins that you earn through Discord, and then you'll challenge other groups to a war, and then you two will bang it out. And basically, it's a leaderboard for squads. That's realistically what this is. So there's some mechanics that are built into this, like Discord engagement, some of the other things like that we're trying to do, right? But at the end of the day, it's about squad v squad combat in the wasteland, right? So it's a game within a game. That's ultimately what it is. Now, if you guys have questions about that, that's where I want to start with. Like, how's it work? How does all that basically? It all works through the web app. So just go to our website. You'll see the option now to create an outfit. When you create an outfit, you'll be able to invite your friends to that outfit, and then from there, you'll be able to war deck other outfits. Now, how that works is you're going to use the wasted coins that you earn through Discord to put into your squad's treasury, right? Into your outfit's treasury, and then from there, it costs about 20,000 coins to declare war on another group. So once you have a war deck going, every kill you get, you'll earn, right? And then we'll probably adjust these numbers as the systems start to flow to see what the earning is from killing other groups. But this allows you like a 2-day war cycle where that every kill you get, you earn from. So, and this is obviously our first initial take at this, so it's alpha. But use the systems, start to integrate, start to do these wars, and then let's see where this takes us, right? Like, now there'll still be an Op 4 and Blue Force. So think of it as a game within a game, right? So you can still be on a team, right? And you have your own squad that you've formed, right? And you war deck another squad. Now, if you're playing with them on the same team, you can't kill them, right? That's not what the thing is. But this is just a competitive spirit for like a group like Domes, or I don't know who else is a big group. Oldies group, like, you know what I mean? So that those groups can start to compete against each other now on a leaderboard that's separate. I don't.
No, red and blue will still be here, Gersh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is not going to impact the base game systems, right? So this is a separate game system that's built around squad v squads, completely separate from Op 4, Red 4, Blue 4. So, and the intention is this is the guys that'll mostly use this system will be indies. They're going to be indie groups anyway, right? These are the bigger indie groups that want to compete against each other. So,
Or you could also, because could have a dedicated squad for Op 4. You could have two squads in Op 4 and be like, who's the better squad?
yeah, but how do they compete against each other? That's the problem. Anyway, we'll talk about that later, but
By killing other people.
mm, yeah, but
They're
that
competing
hmm,
alongside each other, but they're saying who's more better without directly fighting each other.
listen, he just dropped this on me, so him and I will talk about this. But anyway, yeah, there is a max size. It's 10. 10 is the max size for your outfit. So that's why I was told you guys like 2 weeks ago to start earning the wasted coins because they were gonna be important, right? The whole system is built around using our Discord currency to do this stuff. So no, no, there's no losing coins when you die. It's just earning coins when you kill. So it's a net positive system. That
Don't get me.
the drain on the system is the cost to initiate war. So the top squad, if they keep winning, right? Let's just say Abaddon's group keeps winning, then it's going to cost more to war deck. So as they earn more, they'll spend more, right? So the net negative comes in war decking, right? To be competitive to the top. So the leader of the leaderboard will cost more to utilize the war deck system. So any other questions? Keep laying them on me.
You guys can come up on stage and ask questions too. You don't have to type it all out. Just raise your hand and we'll pull you up.
Oh fuck. Pasties? What the fuck? Maybe? I don't know.
No, we're not gonna have stripper outfits skit. God damn it!
Butters wants a Chinese schoolgirl outfit or whatever the hell he wants.
Butters is a lolly, so
He's totally a lolly. So funny. Yes, we will add a leaderboard in game similar to the singular. So there will be a squad-based leaderboard that's going to be presented in game. I mean, these coins are used to update your profile. Eventually, I'll probably put a couple skin options that you can purchase with them. Like it's a currency that's intended to be built up and spent, right? So that's our end goal. Now, the other idea I had too is that you guys would be able to customize your skin. Like so let's say the trash outfit, like we could all have trash apparel, right? So that might be something that we do. It's going to depend on a couple things like how that flow looks and some other things, but I think that it would be a nice addition is that if when you're war decked, you always have to spawn with the same outfit maybe. So anyway, I don't know, I'll chew on that. I haven't roundtabled that with Tonic yet, but I do want to get there because I do want groups to stand out, right? So A for target identification and B because it's nice to see like groups form and be proactive and recruit. And there's mechanics built into that will be released coming up probably about Wednesday. I'll release the mechanics fully so that you guys can recruit in Discord too. So as you form an outfit, you'll be able to post a recruitment message in a certain channel, and it'll stay there until you close recruitment on it. So it's like it'll be like a billboard, so to speak. So this solves the problem that people have been asking for about how they can recruit in Discord. So it'll happen through the web app and through a specific Discord channel. So we'll drive people looking to join groups to that section. So no factions are staying. So yeah, it's literally a way for squads to compete against each other for a separate leaderboard. That's all it is. So Yep. If you guys have questions and you want to speak, raise your hand. We'll drag you on stage. But this is Season 6, which will be geared towards Squad v Squad combat. That's ultimately what it is. Now, I want to get through the questions around outfits, but then I want to talk about some of the other changes that we're going to be putting in place. But I want to finish outfits before we switch gears. So if you have questions about outfits, raise your hands, get on stage, let's hammer it out, and then I'll do the rest of my announcement.
Yeah, the motorcycle is going to be gone. So treat your vehicles very nicely.
Sort of. The map is sort of changing. It's staying on Cherno, but we're going to update the latest version of Cherno, which increases the map size by 30% and adds a ton of shit. So, yes, the map
Cherno
is changing.
expanded.
Yeah, yes, the map is changing, but no, it's still Cherno. All right, so no more questions on outfits, then I will progress.
It's Cherno Plus.
Yeah, Cherno Plus. Yeah, if you guys get a moment, go to the staff appreciation channel, tag Bonzi and Soap, and thank them for all the hard work that they've done, because they've done an amazing amount of work in a very short amount of time to Cherno, like just to create this whole map from scratch.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. The amount of work that they did to the map in a 7-week time period is unfathomable.
It's insane, the amount of work that those guys and the attention to detail that they've put in is really commendable. So I think that you guys should 100% blow them up in staff appreciation.
Agreed.
So those guys have really put in a lot of hard work to make an amazing map. So it's Bonzi and Soap, and I'll tag them.
I think Soap's actually in here.
He is. Both.
Yeah, there he is.
He's lurking.
I love Soap. He's a lurker. He's a lurker.
Yeah, I watched
Okay.
him get up before I banned a cheater.
You watched him what?
I watched him get blown up last night, right before I banned the cheater. I couldn't ban the cheater in time.
Poor Soap. Okay. If there is no more questions, I want to move on to the Season 6. What does it look like? How's it shaping? Okay, into the Season 6 update. So a couple things are going to change specifically. I'm reworking the gun store. That's already done. So there's no more of this crazy, insane gun store when you go open it. It's like 4 million things. It's going to be trimmed down to themed. So each gun store will have a theme, and each theme is inspired by its name, right? So at the end of the day, the rotations should be a little bit more sought after for specific ones and others. Like they'll all have a nice, good feel to them, like they did probably Season 2, Season 3. So that's happened already. I've already put that work in. Today, I'm going to spend all day with Tonic reworking the mission system. Now, in that, there's going to be some changes specific to what we allow with the building menus, because I want to remove either, and this is going to go up for a community poll, it's going to be one of two ways. I'm either removing turrets completely from the building menu, because I don't want them spawning with ammo anymore. The problem I have with teams right now is that they can just forever keep building turrets, and then they dig them down and they build a new one, and it's just this ever cycle of no work put into it. And yes, you're going to tell me, oh, well, we put in work to get supplies, but in reality, the risk versus expense on building turrets is stupid, because they don't cost a lot, and you just have this never-ending supply of ammo that you can spray at noobs on the beach. All right, that shit's ending. So either I'm going to make buildable turrets with no ammo, or the parts, you'll have to go get turret parts to build turrets, and that's going to come from missions. But either way, you're going to have to do the work to go buy the ammo, or go to a mission to get the ammo, or you're going to, you know what I mean? So the ammo will be valuable, and it won't be this stupid shit that's happening now. So that's going away. So I'll post that poll today. So it's either one of those two options. Buildables with no ammo that you still have to go get, or parts that you have to go fetch for missions to build your turrets. So,
Motherfucker, this ain't a democracy. It's whatever I feel like doing.
yes, but I see that too.
I don't feel like doing either.
And
It's too much work.
shut up. All right. Anyway,
It's
so
like
one
this
of those
guy is
two
getting
things,
supplies. It's too much work.
one of those two things will happen. Now, like I said, I'll post it. We'll go through it and then we'll come up with a game plan around it. Now, the other big change, I just drew a blank. I think that's pretty much it for the big changes. Um, yeah, trash thoughts.
I personally like the parts idea more because then it's going to give more movement on the map because everybody's going to want to go do the missions. Go do the missions, get your base parts, meaning the turrets and such, and bring them back. But that's just my 2 cents. Because with the map getting bigger, we need to get everybody flowing.
Yeah, I agree that map movement needs to be a part, and coordinated map movement is going to be important. So,
Correct.
I mean, last night it was fun to see an Op4 convoy roll by. Like that was cool. Like, it's especially playing indie, right? That's what you should be looking for is these giant convoys that you can fuck their day up, right? So, I think that we want to incentivize more of that. Like, and then the value of the missions needs to be incentivized more, right? So that people and teams want to go compete for the resources that are found in it. So, like I said, the candy land of gun stores is ending. The high value loot will come from missions, and that's gonna drive the competitiveness to being like, oh my god, it's that mission, we need to go get it right now because it's got X, right? And X is the thing that the team needs right now to progress. So
Yeah, Steve, it's going to nerf your guys' huge bases. We understand that. But you guys were juiced out to begin with. It's easy to raid because you guys make such huge bases that you're not even defending it. 2, 3 guys are at the base trying to hold it down, and you've made it so big that they just throw C4 on one side, blow in, and then it's done. You guys need to get more efficient on your base building instead of, thinking size is going to cover it. I've been saying this for weeks.
the other thing is we've removed the cheese mechanic. So if you run up to an Op4 base with a build box, you can't just build a fucking tent to go over their wall. That's gone. So that was never intended. If that shit comes up, post it or tell me, DM me, like literally DM me the cheese mechanics that people are using. Like base rating is intended to be something that
EM
requires.
him, not me. Don't
Yeah,
confuse it.
don't message Tonic because he's gonna ignore you. Message me because I'll actually read it. So at the end of the day, if you see stupid things that teams are doing, tell me so I can fix it. If you don't tell me, I don't know. So that shit's fixed. So that's gone. Bases should be like it should require effort to raid a base, not just building some dumb shit that you can walk right over their wall and then you're in there shooting them all. Like that's fucking dumb. And like don't ever bring a suggestion of throwing IEDs. That's fucking dumb and that's never happening. So anyway, questions, comments, complaints, concerns. So that's the way that season 6 is shaping. Launch is Friday at probably noon or 2 Eastern, noon Mountain because I'll start it Friday. And yeah, if you have questions, floor is open. Raise your hand. Trash Man will drag you up here. You can ask.
You know, I see something that just irks me.
Hmm.
The idea of making teams search for weapon parts is good, but I think it's still a bit too difficult for wipes that happen every 12 hours. Okay, I'm going to tell you this right now. I have played with Lugosi's group. We have raided bases, and every time we raid a base, I look at the thousands of ammo boxes you motherfuckers have in there, and I will find 6 KSVK, or not KSVKs, what is it? It's the NSVs. I'll find 6 NSVs and 4 mortar tubes, like the whole kit, sitting in the box. You guys already get the parts actively. You just don't do anything with them. It's not going to be that much of a difference. The only difference is Oh, do I know what this actually does? I don't know.
You guys have horrible pack rat mentalities. So
You
many
just
times
grab
I've gotten
it,
on
bring it
live.
back to base, and then you don't
Yeah.
even sort it or anything. You just leave it there.
I've seen tanks on tanks on tanks make it to wipe. Like, you just you get it, throw it in there, and then you guys never touch it again. Which is great, you know, you're playing the game, but
I get
we
that the
got to make it
inventory
harder on you.
dog shit, but come on. Stacking all the boxes in one little tiny area just totally kills everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that, Citex. They don't need to, though.
Okay, but the one thing that people have been asking for though, it's like, I want a base defense machine gun that has a scope. You guys go out, you do the mission, you bring back an NSV which has a scope on it, and you don't do anything with it. I'm just kind of like,
Yeah.
uh,
It's tough love justified.
yeah.
You're welcome, son.
Like we come from a time where none of this is handed to you. Like the game was just hard. And sometimes it was boring. There was no action. Which made the points where you had crazy insane action all the more memorable and enjoyable. People nowadays, you all just want like jam-packed action like Michael Bay level 24/7, and it's just like, ugh. But ugh. Exactly. Quality over quantity.
Nobody wants to come up here and speak, though,
Yeah, everybody's afraid of Trash Man, it seems.
apparently.
As you should be.
Possible to allow players shoot personal guns from vehicles.
No.
That's just base game issue. That's not anything we could try and force.
Well, it's not their trust. They've already had this. They had a mod for this in the game. It's no longer in the game for a reason.
What's it called?
Because it was buggy and it
Drive-by
crashed
or
servers.
what was it called?
Yeah, it was drive-by.
Yeah, drive-by. That's what it was called.
Minus the fact that the guy got banned or whatever, and they took it off the workshop. It was buggy and it crashed servers. There's a reason why no one's like recreated it. It's just it's not a feasible thing to do. We are limited by what we can do on that front.
Just a reminder for all the people that have joined, we are in the Q&A portion, so please ask questions so we're not just sitting here.
I mean, is there?
Thank God.
We got a speaker. Get him up here.
We got one! They're alive out here! Get up here, demon.
Okay, I've asked this a couple times in chat, and there hasn't been an answer. Third person. There was talk of removing that from gunners in vehicles, and I think turrets.
I think I'm just going to remove it entirely.
Bless you, Tonic. I love you.
Don't you dare take away my third person driving.
No, third person driving.
I think I'm gonna take it away.
No, it's staying.
No,
it's
staying.
miserable. No, God, dude. Oh, God, no.
But you know what? Sometimes when you're crammed into a tiny tank, it's miserable.
Okay, yeah. This is Wasteland. I'm not here to play Realism Simulator.
Well, you know what? You better get used to it. You gotta dictate what happens code-wise.
I can tell in your tone that you're trolling me at this point.
Yes, he's just trolling.
Just because Twisted says he doesn't like the idea.
I
I'm gonna
love
go
the
third.
idea, Tonic. I love it. We should just take away every person.
Just because he loves the
We should
idea,
have
I'm gonna go
zero
through
person view where you only see inside
This
your
is going to turn
skull.
from Wasteland to Misery Simulator.
it.
All right. So yeah, I've seen the question about taking away third person gunners a few times, and I'm okay with that.
So what I brought up is this is something I brought up with I think it was Lugosi's group, is definitely going to take away third person on turrets. Not necessarily the vehicle turrets, but I said I could also do vehicle turrets because I feel like if I do vehicle turrets, that would also balance out people like Flick who fucking sit in a bush for fucking 12 hours a day.
Resident Bush
LAV.
Wookie.
So I feel like removing the option to have third person in the turret will help a lot to like limit, and it would also create more of a teamwork scenario if you have a driver that has third person. So I'm going to be looking into doing that, but we're definitely going to be removing third person from like defense turrets, like base defense turrets and stuff like that. So like the M45 quad, the M2, the SPG, etc., etc. Like that's not going to be a thing because people are using that to have like a huge, like big 360 of their base, and it's like, you want to know what's going on outside of your base? Have people outside of your base patrolling. That's what they do in real life. Like
This is
patrol.
why I've been having an issue with these huge bases that everybody makes. You're not defending the base, but then you get pissed off when the base gets popped.
It's one of the, it's like my biggest gripe is people's like, I want to be able to defend the base from the inside. You're not meant to defend the base solely from the inside. You don't do it IRL. You're not going to do it in a game. You back yourself into a corner by making it to where you're putting all of your chickens in one little fucking like a hen house. That's what it is. It's a little hen house. You need people on the outside, people like Flick who are like sitting in a vehicle or sitting in a bush or just like generally walking around getting a feel for the area. Plus it gives them something to do instead of just sitting there with their thumb up their ass.
Listen, I just had to zone out and put a bush in Flick's name. Well, it's actually a piece of broccoli,
Nice.
but anyway. Yeah, I had to do that.
But everyone's like, we're making it harder to defend bases. No, you're defending bases wrong.
You were never defending your base to begin with, so it was already hard to defend the base.
People just want like the turrets to come with ammo and have a scope on it, like the M2 and all this other stuff. So that way you could build a giant sky base and shoot people, thousands of kilometers out with it. That's the only reason why you want it.
Yeah, exactly, Flick. You guys put all your eggs in one base. Oh, it's wiped. That's it for the night. Good night. It's like, no, go build some fobs. Be on the move. Like, you don't need a 3,000 piece monstrosity of sandbags that is just a fucking skybox. Get out of here with that. I appreciate the creativity, but at some point, you guys got to look at your builds and go, okay, this is kind of cheese.
Well, that's another thing. Like Demon Fish brought up is like people just park a vehicle in their base and they use third person to look over the walls and stuff. That's one of the complaints. That's why I want to get rid of like the turret.
Yeah.
And they do the same thing with like the base assets, like the M45. They use it to like look over the walls and stuff. And it's like, you want to know what's going on inside of your base? Go outside your base.
Skit for that. I mean, that's just basically posting in the suggestions, and then we can tag Bonzi in it, and then like they're working on the map actively, as we just told you, like an insane amount of work. But
I do got a complaint with that. There are radio towers like northeast of Chernogorsk. You cannot climb the radio tower. Why?
Listen,
This is a base asset.
Post and
I
suggestions.
need it to work. I gotta snipe Cherno.
God. Anyway. Okay. So that's the changes for turrets. Third person. All right. Who else wants to talk? Raise your hand. Get up here. Questions, comments, complaints, concerns. Now is your
We're
chance.
loving you guys talk. got one. Reel him in.
Come on, runners.
Ew.
Welcome.
It's dull as fuck. It's nerdy as fuck. Basically, it's the selection of helis that can spawn up between the medium mission and the hard mission. I think it should be pretty fucking deadlocked between like Stormhawks only spawning at the hard mission and M60 Huey spawning at the medium. So there's no ambiguity between who goes, a medium's popped in. Is it the MI8 with all the fucking rockets and cannons, or is it just a little bit? Just so we know what we're going for when we see one pop up.
Well, we
Like-
sort of have that right now. It's just not as fine tuned. So like the easy missions, you're typically gonna find the transports, or you'll find like the M60 Huey, and then like
Yeah.
at the medium, you're gonna find like the minigun Huey and the other stuff. Like, and then like as you get into hard and syndicate, then you get like the real like decked out rocket pod ones. It's sort of like that, but we are gonna be going through the missions today to redo it. So we are gonna like add that distinction, and the hard missions aren't going to pop up like as frequently as they are. Like they're not supposed to pop as frequently as they are right now, so everything is sort of like really crazy. I think like every time I look, I see OP4 of like 5 LAVs and like 4 helicopters or something.
Correct.
It's like
Yeah, I think like the Stormhawks and shit can come around every once in a while in the armed heli hard mission. But in the medium ones, just like the Hueys with the M60s, you can attach the rocket pods, and the MI8 with nothing but rocket pods that you only get a few shots with.
Yep.
It's a bit saturated in the medium heli mission, but that's all. Just
Yeah, we'll
yeah, we're gonna get some distinction going.
yeah. That's happening today. So today and over the next day or two, I'll keep working on this. But yeah, I appreciate the feedback. We will be executing on that. Yeah, Tonic has he's got a great like jank helicopter too that's gonna be coming in that should be fun to play with.
It's not jank. It was a real helicopter. It was one of the first helicopters ever built.
Oh, it's so jank. It's gonna be epic. I love it.
I mean, it's supposed to already, but if it does, it does. Like I can't fix what the code doesn't recognize. If the code don't work, there's nothing I can do about it. Like if the APIs I'm calling to check to say are there players nearby? No. Well, if I get returned that there's no players nearby, there's nothing more I can do.
That's an engine-based problem.
It is like a lot of the issues are just they're engine based. It's like I can't do anything about this.
Potentially, well, you might see some more tier 3 beacons saturating the planet. So
Oh, they already saturated.
potentially.
More
all
syndicate
over
missions.
I got them all over the loot table.
Everywhere. But yeah, you'll start to see tier 3 stuff floating out there. I would say potentially sugar.
We're gonna get rid of all
Uh,
automatic weapons out of spawn towns.
no on that demon.
Why do you want carry handle? Carry handle is the most disgusting thing ever made.
The man wants
We need a Lee Enfield and a car that spawn in spawn towns. It's only bolt actions and muskets.
it. Trashman
Look,
wants you guys.
I'm working on an SKS. What more do you want?
He's gonna have them out
If
there
that ain't
fighting
poor
with
man's
bayonets.
rifle, I don't know what is.
I want to fight the redcoats.
Jesus Christ. Okay, alright. What else? Questions, comments, complaints, concerns, get up here. Bonzi, do you want to come up and share anything? Any sneak peeks? Oh God, Sandy. No.
Yeah, relax, Sandy.
God, no.
Don't be dumb.
Hey, what's up?
Hey buddy, how are you?
Bonzi.
Doing good. I guess I don't know when you guys are planning to go live with the new version of the map. We have like the IP issue with DayZ that we have to walk a careful line on. I don't know if what we've done is going to suffice to meet their criteria, but considering Arma 3's got a Cherners Plus map up and it's been up for like 6 years, I think we're okay. When we were developing it, it was like concerns for you all, where it was like, I don't know if we're going to expand it too much and break things up. I jumped in this call a little bit late and I kind of heard you all talking about kind of the old school like intermittent battle rather than 24/7 chaos. So if that's what the vision is, I think that this is going to help quite a bit with that, just to have a lot more military zones and in general just a more complete map, not just like a bunch of wasted space up north. The core of the map is going to stay Arma 2. I don't ever really plan on going back in and adding in like the apartment complex in Chernogorsk or anything like that. Mainly just because I'm not like personally a huge fan of DayZ, Cherners Plus, mainland Arma.
What
So
about my hotel?
yeah.
Tell him
You're
no.
not gonna put
But
my
if you all
hotel
have any
back in the
questions,
list?
I'm sorry.
He's trolling
You're
you.
not gonna put my hotel
Just tell him
back
no.
in
Tell him no, Bonzi. Squirt him with the
the
squirt
Yeah, tell him to
bottle.
fuck
I
off.
can't hear him.
fucking elevator.
You're like, I need to crank my audio up.
Well, he wants his he wants his hotel back.
Oh, is it the one in Cherno?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want it back. I'll make a working elevator, I swear.
All right, so I have the model. At one point, I had it in the game, and I think there's like the contingent of people that are like every single floor of every building has to have an interior. So I've tabled it for now, and I just threw one in from the Kolgev map. I mean, I'll add it right now, and we can publish it. We have a quality of life update we're gonna do probably tomorrow, just where we publish the
name
new
the
version of the
town?
map. What's that?
Are you gonna name the towns? I really need the town's name. This is killing me.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I don't know if we can get away with, like using the actual names from
Well-
Cherno Plus.
Here's what I know, and here's what I read back during that situation. So, one of the main issue with the previous one that Wolf did is he used a height map from DayZ.
Yeah.
So that was immediately using DayZ's assets inside of Reforger. You are not allowed to use DayZ's assets inside of Reforger. If you make the assets yourself, it's fine. But one of the main issues is he used the sat map data to recreate the map. Doing that obviously goes against the thing.
Yeah, and it gets tricky. So whenever we did this, I use the in-game map as a placement map for our satellite map from Cherno 2020. Cherno 2020 uses DayZ's satellite map, and I used some like the debug console just to like get some of their height values to see what we were doing. I mean, I'm not going to make any statements about like that project because I don't know how they did all their stuff, but that map is insanely accurate. I don't know if they got grandfathered in and they just like didn't get reassessed whenever Wolf got banned or had his map taken down. So I don't know about all of that, but the way we did it is pretty much everything that we referenced was from their map and nothing from DayZ. So I mean, by proxy, it's a DayZ recreation, I guess, but technically we never opened DayZ once, so that's kind of where we're covered. I don't know if Bohemia is going to look at that and call bullshit or something, but
I mean,
as far as we've gone, yeah.
100% what you should do is just message Horrible Goat.
Yeah, I did. In fact, I messaged him before we started because I didn't want to do all this work. He was pretty dismissive about it. He was kind of like, "Oh, just go ask Cup if you can copy their work." And I'm like, "All right, I guess I will." But like, their work is still, but whatever. So I mean, we did talk to him before. He didn't seem to give a shit whenever we asked him about it. So that's kind of where
What a
we're
shitty
at.
workship admin.
What's that?
What a shitty workship admin. I'm gonna say it just right now. What a shitty admin. That's his
We-
fucking job. Do your job.
I know, yeah. Whenever he said just ask Cup, I was like, I don't want to press him anymore because like I didn't want to, be like, oh well, Cup did this and they did. I didn't want to get them any heat on them, so I just was like, whatever, we'll just do it. And I have a feeling that they're not gonna care. But I get a little worried about it, but. Otherwise, I mean, I have a backup of the Arma 2 version, so if they tell us to revert and we have no choice and we can't argue our way out, we'll just go back and that'll be it.
I would say just if
Just make bullshit names for
Yeah,
now. I need to.
yeah,
I need
just
this town.
yeah.
bullshit
man.
names.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All
that's-
All right, so we'll do that in
Victoria.
our update. We'll name them after people in the community. If people have any ideas, we'll go ahead and do that.
I need a Soapville and a Bonzi Town and something else. Like, just come up with some shit, stick it in there, just so we can.
Bonsai Village.
Yeah.
We considered using the real world location names since there are areas that are in those parts of the map in real life. So, but
That
yeah,
would be
we'll
that,
we'll
right?
make up some random stuff for now.
Yeah, that works.
Like we plan to go live Friday.
Okay.
So if I get names before Friday, that would be amazing. Because
We'll
it's gonna be
update
really
in the
weird
next
if I
couple
start
days.
spawning people up there. Because right now I have it just as unknown
Right.
shit village in the middle of nowhere. People will be like, "He's over here or over in this." I don't know where the fuck we are. Where are we? I don't
I'm in
know. Does it have a
Shitville.
name?
Yeah, I mean, whenever we started, we get spammed by people to add Tissy. First of all, I don't know what you all think is so great about Tissy. I guess other than, I mean, I never played DayZ really, so like, I really didn't understand the appeal. I guess the loot up there is just crazy in DayZ, but everyone was spamming us to add it for since the beginning of the project. So I said, whatever, we'll add it, and it's like, well, might as well just do the entire top layer if we're gonna do that, and then I did the whole west layer too. So yeah, it kind of just turned into this. It wasn't really the plan, but here we are.
Yeah, initially I thought when you guys were like, "Oh, we're gonna add some things to the north," I was like, "Oh, it'll probably be like a village or two here and there." I get into the map and I'm like, "What?
Yeah, we figured,
That's-
go all
that's
the
That's not
it.
way.
what I was expecting."
That's in a good way,
What?
by the way. Like, not in a bad way. He's like, he was shocked at how much work you guys put into it, right? So, no, like I said,
Yeah,
we-
well, I mean,
I
we
was-
appreciate
I
the
was
love
so
that
confused.
for the project.
yeah. Yeah, listen, we love you guys for it, and I'll have to send you guys some preparation H because I know you guys worked your ass off. So,
Yeah, it was a lot. It was like an everyday thing for 2 months, but we're still not close to being done realistically. Because we have Wolf's building dependency, and I've been adding stuff to it, and I've still got like all of the townhouses that are in. I mean, we're using the ones from Everon right now, which they don't fit aesthetically, but I rather just use those until I get all of the town block houses done. And there's about 15 of them to do, and planning on doing all the floors on them and everything. So it's going to be probably the primary focus going forward.
yeah, lots of work. Listen, appreciate it though.
Fixing those giant sinkholes. Yeah.
I love.
Someone
I
asked
love-
about Prison Island at one point, and I don't know if we'll do that or not. We might. I mean, I don't think it'd be that hard to do.
Yeah, things to look forward to, right? So, like I said, suggestions for the map changes, just type them in there. Bonzi and Soap are both in the Discord, so. And if there's fixes, just let us know, like Tonic's sinkhole that he exploded himself in. So, post that stuff. Appreciate your hard work, Bonzi. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Being a
That's an
great.
insane amount of work.
Yeah, good job, buddy. We really appreciate you guys.
Yep, no problem. See it.
All right, quick, get up here. Get up here so quick.
I feel like I'm kind of beating a dead horse on this. Is it possible to add suicides to the stat tracker? I know that's not really like a season 6 question. Even if it's not like accounted for in your like KD, the ability to like see the number and do the math yourself would be nice.
I can. I will. Yes.
Oh, dope.
Easy
Also,
fix.
As far as Sugar's question about the carry handle M4, most of them are, but the full auto one is good. And the ACOG can only be bought from the store, so I think he's trying to see if you would put that into the spawn rotation.
Okay.
Just
And it's-
clarifying.
Yeah.
The scopes that go on the carry handle, like the actual carry handle. Those are
Yeah,
vanilla.
there's-
I hate carry handles.
There's an ACOG
ACOG
for it that has the crispiest red dot, and the recoil and drop off on that gun is so good. Not like cheese level, but like
ACOGs. I hate ACOGs. Disgusting.
normally I hate them too. Have you used that carry handle ACOG with the
Mm-mm.
fucking red dot on it? It's it's nice.
No, all I know about the ACOGs
I'm gonna try it
is
now though.
they're meant to be removed.
The regular like base ACOG is pretty fucking mid because the dot is like the size of somebody's head at 50 meters. But
Fuck, that's funny. Okay, I will take a look at it, and I'll try it. But
and
as
that's
far
all
as
the questions I have.
yeah,
So
as
I
far
missed the first half of the meeting, so
Ho-
I'll have to re-listen to it
Hopefully
later.
soon.
Yep.
We'll have a modular AR platform But,
Someday.
you know, we've been holding our breath for like 9 months, and we're almost dead. Waiting on this guy.
Yeah, everybody, shout out to Shadows. Some love for our modular M4
Yeah,
system.
everyone
That's 12
tag
months
Shadows
behind
asking
schedule.
for modular AR.
It's 12 months behind schedule.
That
Yes,
that also
get him, get Shadows.
Tag
that
him.
does remind me, Sugar or Tonic. Me, Sugar, and Oldie, we did test it the other day, and for some reason, only on the server. So I think it's a server issue or like a mod conflict. The 74 version of the AK that's that you can find, the
Yeah, I
5.5
don't
one.
care. We're not. It shouldn't
It's
even be
bugged.
in rotation, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, well it's in the
Still doing it.
military spawns. Just a heads up.
But everything's
that's-
getting redone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
reworking
did
it
mention
all.
that when I
Sorry,
asked him. Yeah, he was fixing it.
Someone's
up
asking for
when I hit.
detachable M203s. It doesn't work like that. It can't have that.
Yeah, that's a base game thing that you can't like modify, can you?
It's the same. It's the same. It's the same problem as foregrips. You can't have foregrips that just go on every single gun. It actually has to be made to the gun. It has to be made for the gun.
Okay,
You
that
can't
was
just
all.
willy nilly slap
Thanks.
stuff around.
Thanks,
It
buddy.
doesn't work. Hate this system.
What is what? You're up here to speak, so what do you got?
That
He's got nothing. He's muted. Oh, there he is. He's unmuted. He's muted. Alright. Still muted. All of the loot is getting reworked, so it's all going to change. So the intention for AP rounds is that it should be something that's highly coveted and you have to work to find, right? Like I was playing yesterday and I went to the gun store and the AP mag for the H car was like 100 like in-game dollars more, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. So AP should never be at the same tier as a standard mag, right? It should be at least 2 to 3x more. So that's the change that you're going to see.
Oh, that's not the only change.
No, there's gonna be a lot of changes, but
The other change is you won't be able to fucking
reload.
refill it.
Yeah.
Non AP mag. I'm gonna separate that real soon. It's already there.
Yeah, that's coming too.
That's right.
All right, Hajano, what else? What you got? Anything here, Mr. Mute Boy? You got what do you got?
They're not doing food and water. Ever.
No, this is not a survival game.
All right. Well, when you figure out your microphone, come back. You're moving back to the audience. All right. Anybody else? Who else?
No, I'll make it come with a Stanag mag. Regular old Stanag. Nice
old-
little APP mag.
The old beautiful Stanags. Oh God, suicide vests. Oh boy. I mean, you could just put an IED on somebody, right? Can't you stick it to people? I thought you could.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Yeah, there you
I've
go.
done it.
You got your suicide vest right there. Just stick an IED on your buddy and send him in there. All right. Anything else? We're approaching 50 minutes. Trashman, parting thoughts.
I don't have very much. Be fluid on, the update. You guys are gonna have to change your gameplay a little bit. Don't just sit here and whine and bitch and moan for fucking 2 months like we did with season 2 when we brought in the wall. Be open-minded. It's ever changing. You guys wanted new stuff and things to change. We're giving it. So play along with it. Try and figure out new strategies. And this whole thing about, team sizes and auto fillers and stuff, it's just going to generate a huge headache. Because when the team fills and your other teammates get moved along to red or blue or vice versa, then you can't play with them for a half an hour. We're not going to play that. So you guys need to make the active choice to look at that and go, oh, blue has 14 people and red has 26. Yeah, well, then switch teams on your own. We're not going to do an autofill.
Correctamundo.
because it's just, yeah, it's not. It's just going to generate more problems.
Tonic.
Y'all whine too much.
That's it.
As Uncle Chopper would say, harden the fuck up.
All right, closing thoughts from me on this season. It's obviously geared towards squad v squad leaderboard. So try the systems, see how they work, build your squads, and then let's iterate the idea. If there's good changes to make, we'll make them. Like, you know what I mean? We're always open to feedback for the most part. So, but I have a design in mind for how I want this to work. So I'm interested to see
Friday,
how
guys.
Yeah, Friday. I'm interested to see how it fleshes out. So, all right, Quick, you want back? All right, well, I guess you can come back. This one's been not a lot of community speakers this time. What's up, Quick?
I did see in the like how the outfits work thing, the like breakdown for it. It says there's a 30-day cooldown. Could
For
that be like a
leaving.
week?
The problem I
Well, it
don't
says
want...
even like if you get kicked, because like there's times where like people will like decide to take breaks for like weeks at a time, and then if I can't kick that person out because I don't want them to like not be able to do anything crew-wise for
Okay, I'll look
30
at it.
days
That's a good point.
type thing.
I was trying to penalize people that are just like hopping between, but
Yeah, hopping between teams or like
yeah,
people subbing out players because they have more than 10 people type thing.
yeah.
Also, that's our thing. Is there a reason you did 10 instead of 12, seeing as 12 is the max for like an in-game group?
That's a good point. I'll probably update that.
That is a good point.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, that was all.
I appreciate the feedback. Look at that. Somebody actually loving the stuff already. I love it. All right, that's it for me for closing. Anything else, like I said, just dump it in the channels. And yeah, like, thanks for being here and thanks for being great supporters of the community. So, oh God, Seer.
Seer.
Seer. All right, closing thoughts from Seer. Here we go. Get in here, Seer. Get in here. Where is he? There he is.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, buddy.
Yo.
Welcome.
So my question was, is there a way to keep record of supplies moved by players? Or is that too crazy to ask for?
There's new stats that are going to be tracked, and this is a great question. I'm glad you brought it up because it affects guys like Avedon and some others. Like, so there will be there will be cranking cars that's coming. Like, that's going to come because we could do that. Supplies,
Cars,
it's like
sure. Like cranking supplies, sure. Cranking supplies, like I'm gonna do something I don't normally do, and I'm gonna give a honest, no bullshit, no satire answer, and that is no, because people can cheese the system, just like how they used to cheese the system to gain rank in the Vietnam conflict servers. You could just like keep unloading, unloading, loading, unloading, unloading.
Why are you giving away my
loading,
secrets,
loading,
Tonic?
Unloading, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It would just completely cheese the stats. It's not worth tracking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. How about building? I mean, I guess building is kind of the same thing. Like you can just cheese it.
We will track
You
some.
can just choose it.
We will track some stats from building. Like I said, we're gonna track crank cars. We're gonna track. There's a couple other things we're tracking. But anyway, there is gonna be changes to the stats, so you will see those affected on release of this season. So thanks for the question,
Nice.
buddy. And now go talk to Mark and talk him into actually making vehicles for us. Thank you.
Yes, we
All
do.
right, bro.
Aircraft. I already do aircraft. I do it better.
Yeah, but tell Mark to start making tanks and shit for us. God, tell him to quit making the weird shit. Hurry up.
I said
I mean,
we wait on
you guys-
tanks until the tracked update comes out.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a German tank right now, like a World War II tank,
Yeah,
like
the
an
screw
artillery
one.
size one.
Twisted has something weird for him.
I have
Remember
lots
the
of
old vehicle
tanks.
From, the old vehicle from Aliens, the little fucking
Oh yeah.
green vehicle.
He'd actually probably
Yeah.
do that one. To be honest with you, if we sent it to him, he probably would do it because it's like right up the alley of like what he's working on now, right? So
Yeah, send me a picture of it. You probably would do it. He's always cooking something, dude.
You don't remember the old vehicle out of like I think it was Aliens 3 with the Colonial Marines or whatever, the Space Marines?
yeah.
They're driving the vehicle around. That's
Oh,
actually
yeah.
on CG, that's actually on CG Trader with an interior.
We'll drop it into the fanboy channel. So yes, I said
Yeah,
femboy.
yeah. Drop it in there, and I'll send it to him.
The femboy channel. We'll drop
Because
it in
that the fanboy channel. Jeez. No fanboy stuff in there, guys. Right?
That's fucking funny. All right, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate everything you guys do.
Yeah, thanks for
Of
being here.
course.
All right, get up here, demon. Now you guys want to fucking talk when I'm trying to end. Fuckers.
Everybody yell at Hajano for being retarded. Just tear him
Yeah,
up.
stop being retarded, even though he
Oh,
has
shit.
apparently. I should just disconnect him. Why is this guy here?
He just
Anyways,
needs to be
go ahead,
banned.
So I'm curious if we can get a more standard way of doing these votes, like what we're done around Uncon. I'm not asking for Uncon to be back or the state of Uncon, but the way the voting for that happened seemed a little weird.
Mhm.
Is there a way in the future that we could get something a little more standardized? Because the
Yeah.
announcements
We just won't do
channel-
voting anymore.
That's
good by me. But the way like the announcements channel like had the vote to turn like the second vote for Uncon, there was no at everyone or at right, like there was no ping for that, but there was, if I recall correctly, for the original vote.
Yes, because I'm better than Twisted.
It's true.
even though both had around the same amount of
Yeah, there was 4
engagement
less
as well.
votes on the second one that there was on the first one, and it
Even
wouldn't.
with those 4 being yes, it still wouldn't have came out.
Yeah, it wouldn't have changed.
Sure, but the way that played out felt
There will be
weird.
pings in the future.
Yes,
We just
yes,
won't
I
know.
will handle it. They will tell me what I
Oh.
need to do, and then I will handle it. Either Faye and I will handle the community stuff.
I'm not
But all
allowed.
We were
future
just-
polls, all voting is going to be handled through the website. That way we could sift through, because there was a lot of people who just joined the Discord just to vote yes. Never seen them, not connected, none of that. And that's what we wanted to avoid.
So my question around that is, I mean, one of my friends joined the Discord to vote yes, right? After having been playing on the server, and he got picked out as one of the people who joined just to vote yes and never really interacted with the Discord. But I feel like his vote matters just as much because he plays on the server, even if he doesn't participate in Discord.
There's a couple
Right,
things
so,
like when it comes to that though, like if he's playing and he just joined to vote, but he hasn't linked his account, then like that's one thing, right? So how are we supposed to track his activity if he hasn't linked his account, right? From Discord, his Discord
That's
account to his
how
gaming
it's
account.
tracked.
This-
That's
this
how
is
it's
why I'm
tracked
saying
right
we
now.
just don't
It's done
vote.
based off of 2 different things.
Well, we can
It's-
internalize it too, Trash Man. Like we'll talk about
Correct.
that in a separate circle.
We'll have our trusted people that actually give a shit about Wasteland, instead of these Hajanos in here that are being fucking retards.
We will
Or people that are just creating alt accounts just for the sake of creating alt accounts. That's one of the requirements, is to be verified. So you have to go through the linking process. If he would have linked, it would have been fine, I think, right?
yes.
If I remember correctly.
Yes. So yes, tell your friends that are active that want to be heard to A, play the game, B, join Discord, and C, link their accounts between each other. So, and that's the best way to be heard.
And that's how it's going to be handled from now on, because we don't want people creating like 5 different Discord accounts just to come in and vote, just to have something their way because they feel strongly about it. We only want
Or to
active
troll. Don't forget that.
people of the community voting.
Yeah, okay, this sounds good by me. The only thing I ask is that the requirements be public rather than just these hidden
Yeah, Twisted.
requirements for
Stop rushing things.
whether or not their vote is counted or not.
You got it, buddy. We'll get you something.
Appreciate it.
Yep. All right. Okie dokie. Can I wrap now? Any other parting
No.
thoughts? All right, you guys
Because
want to?
someone asked about roaming AI. No.
Yeah.
This isn't a PvE simulator. I just want to point that out. This is Wasteland. This is based on PvP reaction. Player versus player reactions, not AI. AI just has a small buffer. They've never been
Also, the
focus.
resource hog is pretty brutal.
Yeah, on AI spawning.
Yeah,
Yes.
AI. All of our crashes in 1.2 and 1.3 are all AI related. I want to stay away from AI as much as possible.
Except I want Scary Larry to hunt people down on the map and murder them with a 50 cal machine gun.
AI
That may or may not be me blowing off steam.
I love it. All right, well.
What was the other? There was another one. I thought there was one more thing. What were we talking about earlier?
By the way, I think we banned Hijano for fucking doing stupid shit. I'm gonna have to find his ban, and then we'll just ban it from Discord, and that'll solve that problem.
Yeah,
I don't know why you keep people around that we permanently ban.
It's true. They're just here to troll.
I think it's more of an oops-a-daisy.
Yeah, that one might have slipped through the radar. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. We are at an hour. I am killing it. We will see you guys out there in the field. And like I said, once again, throw your feedback suggestions in the supporting channels for bugs, suggestions, whatever. So we do read it. We don't always respond to it, but we do see it. So anyway, thanks, guys, for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Motherfucker, don't work hard for the... I just spent the last week working on a goddamn...
So funny. You like how I ended it right on him? Shut the fuck up. So good.
What? You like my little jump over the thing?